Hey, good morning, good morning. So it's Monday. It's 6 o'clock. I'm on my way to the gym right now. Things don't open up until a little bit later. I was listening to Les Brown right now, and it segued into a TD Jakes rendition. He talked about, and now here's the thing, before I go into what he actually talked about, um, books, reading, let me explain to you why that's so important. 120% of the information can either be confirmed or not confirmed. So you have somebody who's lived a whole lifetime, who's experienced what it is that you're trying to do, has accomplished it, and then at the end of the day, they decide they wanted to write a book. A book pouring out their trials, their tribulations, their struggles, their ups, their downs, their wins, their losses, detailing what they did to get to where they got to go or where they wanted to be. And you're telling me it took them years to write this book. It may take you a couple days to read the book, and you will not read the book, even though it can either be confirmed or not confirmed that it is the truth. And you wonder why success eludes you. Is because it's tucked away in the places that you do not want to go to. Either because you never seen your mama or your daddy reading, you don't want to go there. Either because you say that this won't help me, that's the story you're telling yourself. So TD Jakes gets to going into the story. Now, he has a church called the Potter's House in Dallas, Texas, one of the biggest churches out there. He's a 5-6-time author, bestseller. He is from the country of Virginia. He is from, when I say the country, I'm not talking about the area. I'm talking about literally in the country, the backwoods, pigs, cows, horses, trees, shit, dung, pigs, country. And that for over 10 years, his church consisted of over 100 members. 100 members is a small church. Now his membership goes somewhere in the 50, 60,000 range. 10 years. Drove raggedy cars. Had no electricity at most times and had to borrow from the neighbors. Wore the same suit until the point it wore the lining in it. Given my background and me being in prison, I done woke up in areas in SMU, which is called, SMU is short for Supermax Unit. Or CB1, which is called Cell Block 1, which is the original prison in Arizona, which is Florence. Where steel bars like you see in the old time movies. Where when the lights came on, you would see roaches scattering. So when he says I wore the same suit every day because that's all I had until the lining in it wore out, I know what he's talking about. He's saying maybe what you want hasn't come to pass for the simple fact that you're not willing to sacrifice. You can want all you want. You can want all you want, but if you're not willing to sacrifice, you got a problem. Ladies, if you're trying to hold on to a man because you think that he's going to make your payday, that's not sacrifice. Men, if you think walking away from your kids is going to make life easier for you and them, that's not sacrifice. See, when he's talking about I had to wear the lining out, I had to drive and push raggedy cars, I had to clean out toilets, I had to preach when there was nobody to preach to. I had to stand there when things in my life were not going as planned, as they are not in my life right now, and still let you know, hold on. It's something inside of you. It's something inside of me that keeps saying, hold on. You're almost done. No, you think about a hard-boiled egg. For the longest time, I couldn't get that right. I didn't have the patience to boil a damn egg. The most simplest thing in the world, I complicated. And every time I pulled it out and went to crack it, yolk would just bleed all over the place. Because I didn't have the patience to wait till it was ready. And I never got to enjoy it because I was always rushing the process. You have to sacrifice. You have to go without. But you have to know inside why you're sacrificing. Because if not, it'll just eat you up and make you want to quit. Les Brown said something really important right now. He said you rather be prepared for the opportunity that comes your way than not be prepared for the opportunity that may not come your way. Some of you got to really look at yourself and say, am I ready for this? I dropped over $7 million worth of deals in the first part of this year. $7 million documented. Because I was not ready. I wasn't ready to handle the capacity. I wasn't ready to communicate with my clients. I wasn't ready to walk the deal down the aisle. That makes you explain why we didn't have nothing to take care of business, why we falling on our bills. That will instill something inside of you that will get your ass up and fight, as you could tell yourself. Because I got a million of them. I can tell myself. I ain't got an education. I got a DUI. I'm an ex-felon. I was in prison for 10 years. My mama left me when I was a little boy. My daddy didn't hug me enough. It ain't fair. But I've read about a lot of great people who done had the same circumstances. And guess what? It wasn't fair. But that's when God